Thomas Jefferson is talking to Robert Livingston about going to France to negotiate about buying the port of New Orleans and Florida for $10 million.
Robert Livingston, I would like you to go to France and talk to Napoleon about buying the port of New Orleans.
But sir, is buying land even constitutional?
Well, the Constitution never directly gives me that power, but I believe it would be in the best interest for our country.
Okay, how much should I ask for from Napoleon, that little French dude?
Ask for $10 million. The port of New Orleans is unnegotiable. We need that port, for I fear the French might limit our expansion on the frontier.
Robert Livingston is sent to France and is talking to Napoleon about buying the port of New Orleans and Florida. Napoleon is negligent to accept his offer. Napoleon, I have heard things have been pretty tough since France has overthrown King Louis.
Yes, that king has been oppressing us greatly.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind if some of your overseas land was taken off your hands. It's just another thing you don't need to worry about.
I love your offer, but I must decline. We need all of our resources for our war that's been going on lately.
Livingston has told me he has not been able to strike a deal with Napoleon. That's why I'm going to send you, James Monroe, to Paris.
Thank you. I'll head over to Paris immediately.
You and Livingston have an amazing way with words. I'm sure you will get this job done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a nice baguette.
Livingston, with the help of Monroe's intricate speaking and silver tongue, strike a deal with Napoleon, and they purchase the port of New Orleans and land north of the port, about 828,000 square miles of land, effectively doubling the size of the United States, but no Florida was purchased.
I have a new offer for you Americans. I'll give you the port of New Orleans, but trust me, you don't want Florida. And to compensate for it, I'll give you the whole Louisiana territory, doubling the size of your country for $20 million. 15 million.
We'll accept your offer.
The year is 1806, and President Jefferson needs to explore all the land we just bought in the Louisiana Purchase, and then go to the Pacific Ocean.
I'm going to send you all out west to discover the new land that we just bought in the Louisiana Purchase.
What will this journey entail?
I want you guys to patch up Native American relations, find new species, and discover all the new land.
All right, Mr. President, we'll head out under the name of Corps of Discovery.
This scene isn't exactly historically accurate. They didn't find a lost native and take her in because she knew the way to the west coast. They are actually at Fort Mandan near the Missouri River and meet a native who was married to a Frenchman. Lewis and Clark believed it to be a wise move, as Sacagawea knew her lands and its wildlife. Sacagawea was taken as a Shoshone interpreter.
It's just a lonely engine.
You know your way to the west coast? Coming with us.
The Corps of Discovery are in the Rockies when they spot a new species. Lewis is quick to record it in his notebook.
You reckon this is what it looks like?
Lewis and Clark are hiking through the Blue Mountains and have a conversation about their journey and the legacy it will one day have.
sure treacherous walking through these mountains.
Indeed it is.
Look at this view.
Yeah, it's crazy. Someday there's gonna be people living here.
Lewis and Clark are hiking and meet the Shoshone native tribe and talk to them, only to learn this is Sacagawea's tribe, and they will have to finish the journey without her.
My people,
But what about the journey?
I must go.
On this day in 1805, Lewis and Clark had a sigh of relief, as the first half of their long journey was over. They soon set up their winter quarters, Fort Clatsop, near modern-day Astoria, Oregon.